What up? My name's Greg and I'm a personal trainer out of Louisville, Kentucky. I've always just been a big kid and, well, that's not changing anytime soon. I live an active and healthy lifestyle, and if you know me, you know I'm obsessed with three things. Working out, me and my bros always catching a good lift. Playing basketball, I still think I'm a bucket. And golfing, don't ask my handicap. We play hard, because we work hard. It all comes together by design to create a life we love. So join me and my people as we do what we do. There's gonna be sports, fitness, food, nature, good times, and adventures. So be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications and keep up with us every step of the way. This is Bogeys and Buckets, Golf Simulator Build Out Episode 2. All right, in the first episode, we went through a lot, from cleaning out this garage. Me and my buddy Carlos took you through the entire construction process. They lifted these ceilings up about 3.5 feet. You got to see me and Logan doing some of the very basic lighting and electrical work. And now we get to show you the drywall, the build out, the fun stuff. So stay tuned as we get through this process all the way to the end, to where we are playing this golf simulator. Now let's get to it. Alright, I had to turn the volume down just a little bit because you know we be bumping and Nipsey. I'm gonna be leaving a few spots of this video at regular speed so that you can just kind of catch an idea of exactly how long this stuff took, what the vibes were like, but then you're gonna see it speed up like this so that I can get you through to the important parts and show you this whole process in about 10-12 minutes here. What you're seeing me do first is really just setting the junction boxes for these little LED can lights that I got. They're super cheap. You can find them at Home Depot, Lowe's. They're like 30 or 40 bucks a piece, so we got 4 of them. So for under $200, I was able to do some lighting that we're gonna be able to customize. Make sure those vibes are right. When you're running the wire for your electric, you gotta make sure that whenever you're putting this drywall up, that it doesn't get pinched. It doesn't take that long, but it's definitely worth making sure that you do this part right. It's not rocket science, just run them. And for everybody who's gonna tell me how dangerous this electricity is, we've been doing this. Both me and my mom was in that local 369, that electricians union, so we're pretty familiar with how to get this stuff done. So to wrap up the first morning that I was on my own, I cut out some drywall, just had everything staged, so that when I got some help a little bit later on, we could go ahead and throw this shit up quick. Here you can see me measuring 3 times so that I only got to cut once, as we're getting these circles drawn out, cut for the can light. Really just doing all that prep work, because like I said, later that night, I got some help. Logan and Josh showed up. I really appreciate all the extra efforts out of you two fellas, especially Logan. You went halves in with me on this project. This is your simulator just as much as it is mine, so I can't wait for it to bring us years of entertainment and improving our now shitty golf skills. Anyway, right here you see us adding a little bit of extra framing so we can get these pieces of drywall mounted really in a secure way. Our total ceiling length was a little bit over 18 feet. So if you know these 4x8 drywall pieces, that's gonna leave us with a really awkward, like 2-foot section at the end. So we had to make sure we had stuff put in place to mount that too. But here, as you can see, a couple of us up on the ladders holding it down while Logan's up there also putting in some screws. There's that little short piece at the end, and stuff's already looking crispy with the first line. So let me slow it back down, show you what this looks like in real time.
Right. You got that clip on you? Yeah.
At this point, we're already quickly approaching midnight, so the body's getting kind of tired, and it already takes a team to do this shit anyways, but you're gonna see us struggle a little bit with the overhead aspect, with not having all the tools and resources we need. But again, teamwork makes the dream work, so thanks to these fellas, we're gonna get these pieces up, secure, and get that can light snug right in there. get this little white cord through here though. Make sure you can help us screw on.
If you want, I can climb up the other side and pull it through real quick while I hold it.
You can imagine how difficult it is to hold this board up and tap some screws in it. It really only just takes a few screws, which is kind of cool, but you're talking about sheet after sheet after sheet of drywall. I'm gonna recommend putting a day or two of rest in between doing this stuff, because we did these back-to-back days, really just trying to knock this out, being excited, but man, it took a toll on our bodies.
It is a bill to me. I pull up the yellow, I pull up with models, I give her up.
I got you good. What do you think?
I gave her some dollars, I put you to call her, now she can't get over me. She wanna dose with me. Just hop in the ghost with me. Fucking your money, don't fuck with nobody, the bitch ass nigga inside. Run in your house and we're posting the shot of your mama might be up inside. Cars with body back, bitch with a body, but really don't get in the body. Got in pocket, I seen it with my G, I could've pulled up and just shot you.
So once we had the wire secured from the junction box through the hole, connecting the LED light, Josh could go ahead and secure his side in. Everything's gonna come together real nice from this point. That's simple. Alright, that's enough of the real-time speed. We're gonna fast forward back through here to show y'all the process. At this point, just enjoy the show. Bye, Josh. You want to push it a little bit? 10 o'clock? 10 o'clock, go see it. Okay. We made some progress. Got the ceilings up. We got the lights in. I don't know if you could tell, but we can control the colors and whatnot. You know. Now check out this little commercial I made for Josh and ProFit Golf.
I'm Josh Reese and I'm the owner of ProFit Golf. If you recognize this 18 tee box, you know exactly where we're at. Our home course, Heritage Hill. So if you've been up here recently, you're probably wondering what the heck is going on with all this construction. We just broke ground and things are moving quickly, and we will have a building here this spring. With our new facility, you're going to have access to a TrackMan-powered custom club fittings for Titleist, Ping, and Callaway. With all this new tech and over 20 years of expertise, we're going to be offering lessons, custom club fitting, TrackMan-powered practice bay with the option to hit onto the range, and indoor golf simulator. All of us here at Heritage Hill are working as hard as we can to bring this to your hands as soon as possible. Be sure to stay tuned and follow ProFit Golf and Heritage Hill for more updates.
And now to take a short break from some of the construction, because we have a life, y'all. We have a business, Energy Athletics. Oh. If you need personal training, I'm your guy. Hit me up. We be having fun accomplishing all our goals. Now back to the construction. We're a week in. Can you believe it? Look at Logue showing off the construction skills. For those of y'all that didn't know, he actually did work with Carlos for a little while, so the man does have some experience at this point. We were also lucky enough to get one of my great friends, Dr. Greg Tronzo, involved in the mix, getting his hands dirty a little bit. He helped me get all the insulation packed in the ceiling. We had 10 rolls of 25-foot long insulation. Cost about $25 a roll, so we're looking at about $250 to keep this place warm in the winter, cooler in the summer. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just finish this ceiling right on up. Which, by the way, we were looking at about 16 sheets of drywall, coming in at about $12, $13 a piece. Looking at a similar cost for all your drywall materials.
Make progress.
Day 9 is solo dolo again, but I want y'all to see you do not have to make excuses because you don't have a team. There's a lot that you can do on your own. Everything I've ever built, I did it from the ground up on my own. Yes, I've had help, but look at what we're doing before that help show up. This is what's important. There's gonna be times in life where you gotta just put your head down. You gotta grind it out by yourself. It's those times that you can completely redefine and rebuild yourself and create something beautiful. This is where things got a little tricky. If you could see that spot up top, how it has an angled piece, I had to do a lot of math, get these angles right. It never turns out right the first try. You gotta go back and do it again. But there she is, nice and tight like you like it. Oh, sorry, I'm just talking about this drywall. Next piece was a little easier since it's a rectangle, but still kind of heavy. Rocking the 2 ladders, getting the job done. You can see we get it in nice and tight. And then we gotta literally just flip the script, do the same thing backwards. So coming up on about a week and a half in, we were able to get all the drywall hung and get to the mudding process.
We made some progress. We've been mudding.
But you know, duty calls, I gotta make sure my clients get right. If only I could be as cute as Lil Bo.
No, literally. Literally.
Nah, I'm gonna challenge everybody to try this too before y'all try to tell me you can do it. Hey, that's hard. Come on now. Okay, back to it. Almost 2 weeks in. This process takes the longest because you gotta be really detailed. It's gonna take several coats of mud and you gotta wait for it to dry in between. With that being said, this is also one of the most fun parts because you start to feel like a real artist. It takes a personal touch and you are literally sculpting the surface of your walls and ceiling. Now the trick is where you have that tape covering up the seams of the drywall, you gotta have thick enough mud to not sand down to the tape, but then you gotta feather it out as you go out away from the tape and the cracks so that you have nice and smooth transitions. So it took about 6 hours to get this first coat of mud on. We had to let that dry. You can see coming in the next day, there's still some spots where that mud is that dark gray. You can see where it's a little on the more white side, where it's been dry. But I'm just going through here now, covering all my odds and ends, and we're gonna start to clean up a little bit, lay a second coat on where we can. Oh, and getting the edges is a whole nother ball game. There's some art to it, y'all. Overall, the drywall and mudding process takes the longest, so give yourself days to get this accomplished.
Can they beat me? 257 is the number to beat. I think you got it.
Give me that.
Thank you for watching episode 2 of our golf simulator build out. Make sure you subscribe and stay tuned because we're gonna put the finishing touches on the simulator and we're gonna get down to business and start playing some rounds.
Come on, baby.
Again, subscribe, like, comment, turn on notifications. Keep up with us. Bogeys and buckets.
Thank you.
Energy out.
All right.